Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to City Presbyterian Church's YouTube worship service. I'm glad you have connected with us. I'm Mark. I'm the pastor here at City Pres. If you are not on our email list that goes out with the order of worship, you can find the order of worship, our bulletin, on our Facebook page, so check that out. City Presbyterian is a Salt Lake City church that strives to make Christ's love public. And we strive to do this in three ways: by loving God, loving people, and loving our city. Now, we all know it's a unique time that we're living in, and it has been an isolating time for so many. So we are really trying to seek ways for you to participate in community. And we have a number of groups that are meeting together in person that correspond with loving God, loving people, and loving our city. Currently, we have groups that are meeting together to watch these YouTube worship services. So please contact Melissa Peach if you're interested in getting connected with the group. Also, I want to strongly encourage you to not just skip to the parts of the service that you like, that you particularly like, but rather view the entire hour. And one reason is that there are people putting time and energy and thought into all of our worship service. And we are also including as many people in our YouTube in these videos so that we can not feel so isolated. There is a purpose in what we are doing with these videos, and corporate worship is one of those purposes. Another thing that we are doing that fits into the category of loving God is our art talks, which the Umbriacos hosted last night and which we are going to do many more of. Art Talk is helpful in fostering our worship of God in all of life. It's a time to create and to think through what it means to be made in the image of the Creator with our words, paintings, music, and other art forms. We also have city groups that are meeting. This is a way of loving people in community. Our North Side group is meeting on the first and third Saturdays of the month, and you can contact Nat Coomer for more information on that group. We also continue our Front Yard Friday gatherings at our house on Fridays through September, and this is a way to develop community together. Please RSVP to Melissa Peach if you want to come to one of these. We want to make sure that these gatherings are small enough to ensure safety. And finally, we continue to have a group that serves meals at the Youth Resource Center, and they can always use help, even today at 5 o'clock. So if you're interested in that, this is one way, small way that we strive to love our city. Contact Mitch Thomas if you want to get involved. And if you don't have contact for any of these folks and want to get plugged in, email me at markpeach70@gmail.com. Now, today, we have the privilege of hearing from Daniel McKinney again, and he will be bringing a message from the Old Testament book of Jonah. And this is also a great service to be tuning into because we have new fellows with us at City Pres, and we get to hear an introduction about the Fellows program and an introduction to the new fellows. But before we get there, we have other elements of the service that are important to the worship of God. We begin with the call to worship. And the call to worship is simply a marker, a way of acknowledging that God is a welcoming God who calls us to come to Him in worship. God is calling us now to come and to worship. Hear now the call to worship.